of the afternoon. On the rail this time, sporting the number 1 saddle pad is Catch Me If You Can. Catch Me If You Can, owned and driven by Mr. David Boris. I believe this is one of his new 2-year-olds, David Boris Jr. And on the outside, sporting the number 3 saddle pad. Shamrock Casper has scratched for the afternoon, so you can scratch him off of your race card. On the outside is Rock On, sporting the number 3 saddle pad out of the Hang 'em High stables and being driven this afternoon by Mr. Zeno Cooper. This is for the 117 and 2 and slower division time bar. The Star Car has collected our 2 entries, a bit of a stagger there, but it is a start nonetheless. It's up to you to get your pony up to the rail. 2 ponies up and out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn, and it is the Hang 'em High pony Rock On who takes over out of the number 3 hole, coming around Catch Me If You Can. Catch Me If You Can, legging back a bit there at the start behind the start car. In the meantime, they head into paddock turn. Rock On out in front, around paddock turn and down the backstretch, out in front by 3.5, 4 lengths now over Catch Me If You Can as they blaze down the backstretch, heading into the Hang 'em High turn. Zeno Hoss Cooper with the new 2-year-old out of the Hang 'em High stables. Rock On coming out of the Simsfield turn. Again, very young ponies, just learning their way around the track, learning how to run in hobbles. Doing very well now as Catch Me If You Can is pushing the issue, catching up with Rock On, heading into paddock turn. And down the backstretch they go for the final time in this heat. Rock On turning it back on, back out in front by 4 again over Catch Me If You Can, who's back pacing level and chasing on as they head around Hang 'em High turn. Out of the Simsfield turn, the 4th turn, and down the home stretch they come. It's Rock On by 6 over Catch Me If You Can. My entries for heat number 2 of the afternoon, out in front sporting the number 1 saddle pad, Something Royal, owned by Mr. Edward Roke and being driven this afternoon by Miss Andrea Westerfield. With the number 2 saddle pad, Google Me out of the Shadow Play Racing stables and being driven this afternoon by Mr. Tyler Lopes. This is for the 110 and 1 to 117 and 1 division time bar. Our Star Car has collected our 2 entries for this heat number 2 of the afternoon. 2 ponies up and 2 ponies out. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. And it is the rail pony Something Royal marching out in front of Google Me now, just in front by 1 as Google Me chases on as they pass us here on Spectator's turn. Into paddock turn and down the backstretch they go. Something Royal under pressure now as Google Me takes the people on the outside, studying on the outside shoulder as they head around Hang 'em High turn. Again, 2 very young ponies, Something Royal and Google Me, coming out of the 4th turn now. Something Royal still under pressure as Google Me is right there in his kitchen. As they head into paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time in this heat. Something Royal still out in front, but there goes Google Me already making way on the outside now, neck and neck, pace for pace, stride for stride as they head around Hang 'em High turn, doubled up as they come out of the 4th turn, 2 wide. It's Google Me on the outside, Something Royal trying to hold on in the inside, but it's Google Me down to the wire over Something Royal. And here come our entries for heat number 3 of the afternoon. Out in front, supporting the number 1 saddle pad, Skyway Majestic out of the Simsfield stables, being driven this afternoon by the young master Kaiwan Waldron. With the number 2 saddle pad, Inward's Progress out of the Inwood stables, being driven this afternoon by Miss Candice Martins. And on the outside, sporting the number 3 saddle pad, Inwood's Generation, owned by the Truant family and being driven this afternoon by Mr. Christian Truant. This is for the 107 and 2 to 108 and 2 division time bar. As always, I like to point out the fact that the youngsters are taking over down here. These are 3 youngsters in this race that are future of pony racing here in Bermuda. Kaiwan Waldron, Candice Martins, and Christian Truant. Star Car collects our 3 entries for this heat. Number 3, 3 ponies up, 3 ponies out, 3's a wow. Let's sort them out as they come out of the first turn. And it is Skyway with Skyway Majestic stepping out to become the pace setter, being chased down now by Inward's Progress. Right there in the mix is Inward's Generation, chasing the whole field. Into paddock turn they run. And down the backstretch, Skyway Majestic, a whole lot of company as Inward's Progress takes the people on the outside. Inward's Generation sitting in wait as they head into the Hingham High turn. 1, 2, 3. Running as they started, as they come out of the Hingham High, of the Silsfield turn. And of course, that's one more time. They're still in Indian file. It's Skyway Majestic with Inward's Progress. Inward's Generation now taking the people on the outside, heading into paddock turn. And down the backstretch for the final time in this heat. Skyway Majestic still out in front with Inward's Progress now studying on the outside. Inward's Generation trying to gain some speed as they headed around Hingham High turn, out of the fourth turn. And down the home stretch they come. Skyway Majestic turns on the cylinders and finishes up in first with Inward's Progress and Inward's Generation. They finish as they started. These are our entries for heat number 4 of the afternoon. Out in front, sporting the number 1 saddle pad, it is G.I. Jane, owned by Mr. Derek Seymour, being driven this afternoon by Mr. Maurice Rayner. With the number 2 saddle pad, just like that, out of the Hingham High stables, and being driven this afternoon by Mr. Zeno Hoss Cooper. And on the outside, sporting the number 3 saddle pad, Park Ranger. Park Ranger, owned by Mr. Edward Roke, and being driven this afternoon by Miss Andrea Baby Girl Westerfield. This is for the 108 and 2 to 110 division time bar. The star car has now collected our 3 entries for this heat number 4 of the afternoon. 3 ponies up, 3 ponies out, a bit of a second start to start nonetheless, just like that, off the mark a bit, but out of the first turn they come, and it is G.I. Jane, the real pony, setting the pace now up over Park Ranger, the new pony, pushing the issue already, sitting back 3.5, 4 lengths, chasing on the trotter. It is just like that as they head around paddock turn and down the backstretch for the first time. G.I. Jane, the pace setter, still under pressure from Park Ranger, who's pushing the issue as they head around Hingham High turn. Just like that, still off the mark, chasing on, off by 6 out of the 4th turn. Maurice Money Rayner with G.I. Jane rocking and rolling out in front, still under pressure from the speedy Park Ranger as they head into paddock turn and down the backstretch for the final time in the seat. G.I. Jane still out in front. Park Ranger studying on the outside. Just like that, losing ground. He's off by 10 as they head around Hingham High turn. Out of the 4th turn. And down the home stretch they come. G.I. Jane holding serve from wire to wire. Orange socks on fire for G.I. Jane with Park Ranger. And just like that.